episode of Legendary Truck, I will visit a guy here in Sweden who has a truck most of you might already have seen on either Facebook or Instagram, as it is really a one-of-a-kind truck. And actually, this truck started its life back in 1972 as a bus. But before we hit the road up north, it's time for a short update from our side. On our channel, Legendary Trucks is not just about old trucks, like in this episode and the previous one. It's all about cool builds and cool trucks, and of course, trucks that go in style that are worth mentioning in Legendary Trucks. Like for example, Tapani's trucks from the very north of Sweden, trucks that we visit in a previous episode here on the channel, or Koopman's recovery truck, the yellow one, that I will visit when I get back from Australia. Yes, you heard right, we are going down under, and actually we are already leaving tomorrow morning to go down under and film Legendary Trucks. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to join. But let us get back for a ride with Peter in his hot rod. Somewhere north of Örebro, about 200 kilometers west of Stockholm, Peter runs a family-owned business that focuses on cover systems and solutions for open trucks, and that knowledge is something they got by working daily with trucks. And one of those is a truck that Peter's father drove for many years. An old Scania 110 that is 100% original. And with this truck, we hit the back roads of Örebro for a very special place. The funny thing about a truck like this is you don't ask how far it will go on 1 gallon, you ask how many miles you will get a gallon. And that's quite a lot, isn't it?
It is, yes. Miles per gallon. That's the way.
Cool!
Det är ju så det är.
Ta ner memory lane!
Yes, it is.
Smil! Du skal jo, could you in short terms explain me where's this truck from and what connection do you have to this truck?
It's actually from here, right at this point. And it's been building pretty much the whole Lindesberg at the 70s. So it's belong here.
So this truck has delivered Cretan for the whole city?
Yeah, it is.
What year is it and horsepowers, and tell me something about the truck.
It's around 350 horsepower. It's a 72.
And there's something about your father that drove that truck too, or a similar truck?
Yes, he did. And my grandpa.
So the whole family is connected to a truck?
Yes. Like and we live in this neighborhood. We still do.
So what year did it stop delivering? Everything looks so close here.
Oh, I would say 2000, early 2000.
Then it stopped. But until early 2000, that truck delivered Cretan for the whole city.
Not the 2000, but earlier it was a modern truck. But this blender is too small for the modern trucks now. So.
But there's something modern on the truck. There's something about the curtain. What are you doing with the curtain on the truck?
We are making sheeting systems for trucks and trailers. So that's just, I thought it will be like this if we made it in the 70s. That's the easiest way to cover concrete and sand.
So that's what you're doing for living?
Yes, I do. Yeah, yes, I do.
Cool.
Manufacturing.
What a legendary truck. But actually we came for something totally different, Peter's hot rod. So I think we better get back so we can take a closer look at that one too. It is kind of difficult to hide what Peter is having under the cover, but still, this is like opening a present, as the beauty of the truck underneath the cover is just breathtaking. First time I saw this truck was actually on his Instagram account, but 1 year later I spotted the truck at the truck show in Elmia in Jönköping at Peter's booth, where he was showing his cover systems, and I must admit it's just a truck that made a giant impression on me. It says Scania 76 on the hood, but it doesn't take many seconds to figure out that his truck is a special truck built out of many different components and ended up with a V8 engine without any turbos. Peter asked me if we should take a ride in his hot rod, and of course I am ready for that. Are you ready?
Yes. Så här ska det låta.
I had no expectations at all towards the handling of this truck, and I must admit it feels actually quite comfortable compared to how low it actually is and the manual gearbox. This truck has so many nice details, and even though lots of the stuff on or in this truck is not original Scania gear, everything comes so perfectly together and seems like it was built for this truck. Some of the stuff actually almost seems blasphemia to me, but then you continue watching the truck and everything blends in just perfectly. After a nice ride through the forest and over some bridges, where I almost felt like in an American feel-good movie, we take a break so Peter can get the chance to tell much more about Frankenstein's beauty, as I call this truck.
My name is Peter Selander. In Lindesberg, Sweden, I'm the happy owner of the Scania Rat Rod. not really retro, but it's 14.2 liters V8 without turbo. It's a Volvo EX30 green with 8 layers of clear coat. It's military crane, repainted. The tires, that's a 315 in the back and a 355 in the front. The front axle, it's a dropped axle from a bus. The motor from the same bus and the gearbox, 5-speed. Bilstein shocks. Headlights from a Harley. The blinkers from Cadillac 59, and that's from a T-Bird.
From a T-Bird?
From a T-Bird.
Why did somebody put that onto a Scania?
He had them and they were fitting like a glove.
Now you're saying he, but who built that truck actually?
It's a guy named Jan Kolvik from Svenstavik, outside Östersund in mid-Sweden. And he put 6,000 hours into it and 14 years before he asked me if I wanted to.
Yeah, but where did you find it? Did he come and knock your door and ask you, do you want to buy my truck?
No, actually not. I found it on the internet at the Insta site. I thought it was in Brazil, at the hashtag they use over there, and I couldn't just drop it that night, so I followed the hashtags around and found a few more pictures with the license plate. Looked similar to our Swedish ones, so I thought it gotta be in Finland because they make really cool trucks over there. And so I ran it through the system and figured out that it was actually in Sweden, in Svenstavik. So the following Sunday I called Jan up and asked him plenty of questions about it. So you're probably really tired of me, that phone call, but we ended up as friends, and he asked me if I wanted to buy it. So
and now it's yours.
No, it's mine. Yeah.
For how long have you had it?
I've had it for 2 years now.
3 or 2?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it was a long winter.
And you did you put the music into it, or was it like
we did. I did everything underneath the cab, and BRL in Borlänge made a subwoofer box. So we have 3 Rockford Fosgate 10-inch woofers and 2 full-range speakers at each side, and underneath it's a ski boat 8-inch Rockford Fosgates and Rockford amps.
So you can hear music outside even?
Oh yeah, pretty loud.
Pretty loud.
You need it when you mow the lawn.
Nice, cool. Any plans of selling the truck?
No. That's our keeper.
It's a keeper.
It's a keeper.
Oh, okay. It's the second keeper in your life, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
If your wife is watching, the second keeper.
That's the name of the license plate in the back.
Ah, that's Marie. That's your wife.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Nice, cool. Thanks to Peter and Marie, and I'm pretty sure they will participate in a lot of shows all over Sweden during this summer. And who knows, maybe we will see Peter and Marie and the Hot Rod at Elmia, because that will be my first stop after 8 weeks in Australia filming Legendary Trucks. If you would like to see what's up next in Legendary Trucks and join for Australia, don't forget, like and subscribe and go in style. And then we will see each other here on the channel again on Next Hunt, Just a Driver. Take care so long. Doei!